Hero Quest. That's right, hero. Not heroes like any sane person would write it. Yeah, that's a movie. From first glance, it looks like a competent film to, oh no. Oh god. In fact, this film, if I can even call it that, was even made in the land of enchantment. It was made in the cold Soviet land to the east under the name Sava, Heart of the Warrior. Despite the Russian bias, the English dub was able to recruit a C-level cast with John Pesci and Whoopi Goldberg, Jeffrey Cantor, and Mila Jovovich. Anyway, here's the plot. A group of dogs, things, creatures with similar characteristics to the hyena from The Lion King, raid the village of our main protagonist, Sava. I don't remember Viva Pinata ever being this savage. Anyway, they went to kidnap all the villagers and force them into slavery. Poorly, I might add. Rather than doing their actual job, they decide to stay in the village for no reason so our protagonist can go on a magical adventure. When those pinatas raid the village, the mother, who we're pretty sure is never given a name and is way too young to be a mom, hides her son Sava under the floorboards. But not after Sava goes so fast that we can't see him run across the screen to open a door and grab his sword. Needless to say, Sava gets fucked up. Get used to that. And get all of Scar's minions to chase him down, but our protagonist has the ability to climb trees and manipulate where he falls from. Just when we thought the movie was going to end 10 minutes in, a giant wolf scares the colorful canines away. It is then that Sava passes out for no reason whatsoever. Turns out the wolf wants to travel to the wonderful Wizard of Oz, a magician, for some reason. Sava would also like to find the magician and to find a warrior who can protect his village, since no one ever thought of creating some sort of militia in a world where everything wants to kill them. And the wolf, Angie, ain't willing to put forth the effort to scare the other hilly-dillies like he did earlier. Anyway, we're going on an adventure. The first member of our wonderful cast of characters is a little pink monkey ferret lemur thing, Puffy. He is just an annoying little pink thing that claims to be an enchanted prince and wants to meet the magician to break his curse. That's about it for the meeting. Yeah. Then, the gang meets the most god-tier character to ever be invented, Semi-Baron Faffle, and his good friend, Joe Pesci. Did I say Joe Pesci? I meant Mosquito King, and by friend I mean curse-bound enemies. Shit, I get that messed up a lot. We see the two fighting some random monkeys around a hole while trying not to fall in. We learn that they are co-cursed, and the curse can only be broken if they agree on something. But the super god-tier character Semi-Baron ain't having none of that shit. The mosquito is beneath him, and whatever he says is automatically awful, as it should be. We also learn that Faffle was a superly handsome dude who was cursed to reflect his inner self. Now we meet our monkey monarch, who is an orangutan. I mean mom. Why is she called mom? I wasn't paying enough attention. I was too busy appreciating god-tier Faffle. After hearing that her subjects got wrecked by a wolf, a stupid child, a pink ball of fluff, a mosquito, and let's not forget super god-tier Faffle, she decides to send some scouts to follow and spy on these idiots and god-tier Faffle. Random swamp, and Puffle is a god! Oh yeah, they were stolen in the middle of the night because crazy swamp people. The gang then go out to find their dear friend Puffy, who has truly touched our hearts and formed a true connection within the 10 minutes of screen time that he had. Musical number.
The swamp is sticky and sometimes a little dark.
Yeah.
Bring us a climate change and build a spa resort.
Never expected this. Turns out Angie knows this guy for no reason other than that's the logic of this movie. And the granddaughter of the weird shaman dude falls in love with Saba. Gotta have that romantic subplot in these kids' movies. Also, Faffle sums up the movie in one fell swoop.
Well, the visuals are great, but there was not much of a plot.
Oh no, they want to kill Puffy! So they leave. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the new girl tags along, and she has no reason to be there. In the middle of the night, we find that our good wolf companion Angie is actually some druid shapeshifter thing called a Ricky. Thankfully, our new female companion was able to see what happened. She then tells the crew of Angie's secret, and random drama appears out of nowhere. I literally have no fucking idea why they suddenly hate this guy. But not 1 minute later, another Ricky appears, and he is one badass son of a bitch. I mean, look at this motherfucker. He looks like something from Dark Souls. Anyway, apparently Saba forgives Angie as soon as he's in danger, like the pussy he is, and cries out for Angie to save him. But oh no! Angie failed to save Saba! Oh wait, never mind, he did.
Come with me if you want to live.
Really? It's a pretty corny line.
So after Angie has a little conversation with Daddy, he's kind of important, Angie decides to travel with Sava to the magician, but not after the super god tier Fafel meets up with Daddy and his wolf friends. But oh shit, the monkeys don't like that there are Rickies about, and they decide to declare war for no reason. So shit's going down, and Angie finally decides to explain why and what he is. So after an unsatisfying bit of exposition, it is revealed that the Rickies are weak to mosquitoes, except for Angie, because he's the main character. But the monkeys sent to spy on them overhear this. So literally, out of fucking nowhere, the swamp people show up, and Daddy suddenly has a change of heart and decides to provide an army for Angie. Instead of waiting for the monkey party to pass and avoid any conflict, they decide to charge in like fucking retards. But we get a dragon, so that's kinda cool, I guess. Anyway, the battle's going great, until the monkeys decide to unleash their secret weapon, a giant swarm of mosquitoes. It's at this point that Super Mega God Tier Fafel becomes Double God Tier and saves everyone by agreeing with the Mosquito King. The Mosquito King redirects the mosquitoes' attentions to the monkey army, and the day is saved thanks to Ultra Mega Super Double God Tier Ultra Fafel. After the battle, the crew make it to the magician's house, which is a giant bird thing.
Relax, it's just a big fat turkey.
And then they meet the magician, who is not at all what we'd expect. Sava finally gets to make his wish that we totally forgot about. The magician then tells him to go upstairs and he will meet the warrior to save his village. Meanwhile, Angie turns all of the Rickies back into white wolves. Then the best character who ever existed, Super Ultra Mundo Gigantic Kamehameha Mega Double God Tier Fafel, regains his humanity. And let's not forget about his super fly looks. And Puffy makes a retarded wish that I'm not even going to mention. And then while Sava is upstairs, he finally sees the warrior to save his village. Any fucking person with a quarter of a brain knows it's just him, but it takes a good minute or two to realize that he's looking in a mirror. The fucker has a full-on conversation with it. So yay, Sava is a warrior, and he and his buds go back to the village in like 5 seconds, even though it took like 4 days to get there. Then they proceed to the most epic face punch of all time. The end. Holy shit, 10 out of 10, this is the best movie ever, Fafel out of 10. And by the way, this movie is on Netflix, so if you appreciate bad movies like I do, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. It's pretty great.